take notes and study. I'm showing you my planner here, but I don't really use a planner that much. That's just not something that works for me. It kind of takes up too much of my time. It's not really effective for me as far as keeping track. Here are my utensils that I use. I use the G7 something pens in 07 as the size, and I mostly use like blue and green as my primary colors because they are the most aesthetically pleasing to me. So as you can tell by the label on this 3-subject notebook, this is where I take all my scrap notes. I call them scrap notes because they're the notes that I take in class, and in class I'm not really focused on my notes being super pretty and aesthetically pleasing. I'm more focused on actually paying attention and getting the notes down, because I find that when I try to take nice notes during class, I kind of pay less attention to what's actually going on and being taught, and I pay more attention to making my notes pretty. My note-taking style depends on which class it's for. So this is for chemistry. My notes for Spanish and history are obviously going to be very different, so I might make videos on those, but this is what it looks like for science on most days. So when I start to take my secondary notes, I like to have my primary notes to the side so I can use them for reference. I start my notes with a black pen for the heading or title, and the title will just be the topic that we were studying that day in class. And then I'll do kind of like an accent with the highlighter, and I'll just do kind of like a border type thing. Most of the time I'll use a ruler for that because I like for my notes to be neat. This time I didn't because I was way too lazy and I messed up, as you can see. It was really inconvenient that was the day that I chose to be lazy with it, because that was the one day that I was filming, but it is what it is, I suppose. So I'm rewriting it here. I'm gonna mess up again in this next shot, but I didn't do anything about it because I was too lazy once again. Just please bear with it. So yeah, I do the little accent, and then I write the date to the right, like kind of in the right corner, not in the corner, but like on the right side, inside the highlighted area. I don't know why I like it that way, I just do. And so usually I'll have, before writing down bullet points, I'll have a heading, like a subtitle for the topic, but for this subject that I was taking notes on, we didn't really have like subtopics per se, so I just went ahead and started doing like little bullet points. Later in you'll see that I kind of switch it up a little bit, but yeah, here I just go straight into the bullet points. Again, usually, like, it kind of depends on which subject that we're working on at the time, but so my notes don't always look like this. As you can see, I kind of have a little subtopic. I underline the subtopics in whatever color I'm using. I messed up here and used the wrong color. I tried to fix it, but it didn't really work. I don't know what I expected though. Again, usually I use a ruler for this, but I was really lazy that day. I'm so sorry. Not really though. I like to write the subtopic kind of indented into the page so that it's not kind of in line with the bullet points that I had already written down before. You see me lifting up my pages a lot in these clips. That's because I have like a template for my notes that I've made so that I can kind of keep the same type of note-taking pattern, if that makes sense. So like in the very front of my notebook, I have a whole template that I created for notes like these. If you want to see that, I can make a whole other video on my templates, but yeah. So underneath the topic, I have the main points of that topic, and then I have under that I have like subpoints. Subpoints, is that a word? I have little subpoints there under that topic. And whenever I have vocab, I'll write it off in a little box like I did here with the equations. But I didn't really have like vocab for this topic, so I didn't. I feel like the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. My notes really do differ. Like, this really is not how I always take notes, but this is how they look today. After I finish rewriting my notes kind of for the day, I'll do my actual assignments. And once I get those out of the way, that's when I go into like studying. So I'll make Quizlets for like Spanish. For certain classes, I might make note cards, like physical note cards, but I really don't do that. It's kind of a waste of time to me. I like my style of note taking, like rewriting notes, because I know that I have at least looked over the information more than once because I've rewritten it. And that's helped me a lot on tests because, like, even if I don't study, I'll remember, oh, I wrote this down like twice already. Like, I remember writing this down, and it's helped me a lot. So there's that. I might make other videos on this, but that is the end of this video.